Okay, so very good evening everyone. We start with first internship meeting. I hope all of you have joined today and all the new interns have joined the previous meeting. So please, all the new interns, this is not the meeting that you want to join. This is the for the previous interns. We will have daily scrum meeting here, and for the new interns, please join the previous meeting and the link that is provided in your email. So we'll start with today's first uh, intern, that is Rati Ranjan Sahu.
Good evening.
Yeah, very good evening.
Shall I start my presentation, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Rathiranjan Sahu. I am from Web Development Group, and today my presentation topic is on data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript. So let's start. So first of all, what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a dynamic programming language which is used mainly for the web development purpose, and it is a high-level and interpreted language, and it is mm, commonly used with HTML and CSS to make web page dynamic in nature. Then next is what are the uses of JavaScript? There are so many uses of JavaScript. To those, there are mainly three uses. First of all is mobile application development. In Android as well as in iOS app development, there is a vast use of JavaScript nowadays. Yeah, it is used
Okay, Shubham Kotkar.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Rati Ranjan, you can fix your internet, then you can start. For now,
is my screen visible?
wait, Rati Ranjan, fix your internet, then you can start.
Sir, can I share screen?
Yeah, please.
First of all, I would like to introduce myself. Myself, Shubham Kotkar from Python Developer Group. I'm from the 15 January batch. I would like to present on my task name integrating the Django REST framework with a front-end application. These are the contents of my slide. Introduction to the Django framework, REST framework, creating APIs with DRF, setting up the Django REST framework, and also creating the API views like post data list view and post detail view, and integrating DRF with React. This is the introduction to the Django REST framework. First, I'll say what is API. API is the application programming interface. API specifies how the software component should interact, and API is nothing but the set of various protocols and tools and which is used for the building software application. What is REST? REST is the representational state transfer. It is a lightweight alternative to use the to build the website, and it for the RESTful and RESTless services. What is DRF? DRF, Django REST framework, is powerful and flexible toolkit for building APIs. A web browsable API use the code for the web application. Now we will see what is Django. Django is the free open source Python based web framework that follows the model view template, and it uses the hassle-free web development so that we can focus on writing the app and instead of reinventing the wheel. What is REST API? REST API is a popular way to expose the useful function and data. REST, which stands for the representational state transfer, which is made up of one or more resources that can be accessed from the given URL or written in various formats like JSON, images, and HTML, and many more formats. Why to use the Django REST framework? Django REST framework is powerful and it is flexible toolkit for building the web APIs. Its main benefit is to that it makes the serialization, and gives much easier form. Django REST framework is based on the Django's class-based views, and it has the excellent option. If we are familiar with the Django, it has the various views, class-based views, forms, and the various query set. Now we'll see the how to set up the Django REST framework. First, I have installed the Django and Django REST framework, and by using the commands of pymanage.py log, I have created the file REST framework, created the REST framework. Then after that, I have run the initial migrations for the built-in user model. Then I have added the REST framework to the install apps and insert the setting.py file, and then also control the URLs in the main URLs file. Now I would like to show the source code for this. Here I have created this super user which has the username and password of admin, and where we have created the RESTful structure to get post put delete method. All these methods are used in it. Here we can see that in a class category, I have made the character field which has the maximum length of 100. And also here we have the options of draft, published, and all that. Also in a maximum text text field and all that, date foreign key and default manager and custom manager keys are mentioned in models. After creating a model, I have migrated it to with our database, and that we have that I have that done via the serializer. Here I have created the field of ID, title, author, excerpt, and a content and status. This API views are created a post list view and a post detail view. In API Django REST framework, here I have put one text and that I have published on the system administration, and it runs successfully with the code message of HTTP 200 OK, and it comes when when we can access the page, and we perform the operations. Here I have added one user, and also created the React app. Which React app is created by first we have to install the create React app that we can install globally by using the command npm install /g create React app. Then we have to, in a terminal, VS Code terminal, we have to add create React app, and file name we have to give. Then create React makes the file in our folder, and then we can start writing the code in this. Creating APIs with the DRF is easy, and it provides a framework for a powerful set of tools, and also creating APIs such as serializer, views, and routers. It also provides authentication and authorization. These features allows us to develop secure APIs with minimal effort. React API is designed to work with a wide variety of data sources and also provide an easy way to create APIs. Summary: integrating Django REST framework with React is very easy, and the Django REST framework provides a powerful set of tools for creating APIs, and React is also designed to create with to work with a wide variety of sources. By combining all this, we create a powerful web application by using the REST React frontend and Django REST framework backend. These are the some reference link and also the YouTube video that I have watched, and also the link shared by the our team that also referred while making this application. Thank you for giving me the time.
Are you done with this one?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other presentation left?
No, sir.
Okay. See, this one was better than the previous one that we had. The explanation was much more clear. But again, I would say that try to do more story type presentations. Okay. Like why React, why use React, and why Django is more compatible with React. Okay. Try to touch on
Yes.
those topics so that this is more in depth. And when you have like complex code blocks that you would like to explain, try to create a diagram or flow chart to explain those code blocks.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Other than that, I would say it was okay. You included all the conclusion, references, and communication, and Q&A slides. And for the contacts, I would say at the end where we have the thank you page, add the contacts at the end, okay? Like your email or a GitHub account.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Other than that, it was fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yep. So I believe your internet is now fixed, Ratiranjan.
Yes, sir. Can you start?
I don't think it is fixed. I can still see Ratiranjan's house network bandwidth is slow. See, wait, okay, I will give you opportunity at 8:45. Okay, if it is not fixed, then you can give it to me tomorrow. We'll have your presentation first tomorrow. Okay. Okay, then Shubham Kotkar, I believe you are done. So, Hrishikesh Jadhav.
Hello, sir. Am I visible?
Yes, you are visible. Very good.
I share the screen now. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, sir. Sir, so the topic for today's presentation is predictive modeling. I am from data science group, so today's topic is predictive modeling. Next, in this task, we have to first download the student performance data set, then build a predictive model which can predict the math score. For this predictive model, we have to use supervised learning algorithms and use feature selection to identify important features. So first, I will give task overview. In this task, the goal is to build a predictive model using given data set to predict target variable. So we have to build a model which can predict a variable according to the information we have already in the data set. Supervised learning algorithms we used are decision trees, logistic regression, random forest, etc. For reference of the data set, I have Kaggle where I have downloaded the data set. So this is the student performance data set, which contains a gender, race, ethnicity, parental level of education, lunch type, test preparation, math score, reading score, and writing score. Here we have to predict math score and compare how accurate it is to see if our model is ready for deployment. So next step. Now, first, before we started creating model, we have to do EDA of a data set, which is exploratory data analysis. What exploratory data analysis does is check if there are null values, which is zeros in the given data set I shown before. If there are zero values, we have to replace it with average number of values, or we have to completely remove it because it can affect our model, accuracy of our model. Now we have to then check that target variable relations with independent variable, like how one variable can affect another variable. EDA also includes feature scaling and feature selection. The next is how the data science process is there for model creation. So we first collect raw data, then process that data, clean that data, and we put that data in we apply exploratory data analysis on that data, which cleans any null values or missing values and completely replaces them or clears them. Then we perform model, and then it goes for visualization, reporting, and then deployment. If there is any problem in exploratory data analysis, we have to again process the data and clean the data and repeat the process. Now, the next step is dividing the data. When the EDA is finished, the data is analyzed and cleaned of any null values. The data is divided into two parts, which is first is training data and testing data. Training data is the data which we use to create our model, to create our machine learning model to predict the outcome. Testing data is used to evaluate the performance or accuracy of the model, so that the model when deployed in real world can be accurate as it was when using training data. So the next step is create models. We have to we create machine learning models using algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, random forest, and XGBoost, and determine their accuracy. So how creating model is how we create model. So first we take training data and we train the ML algorithm I mentioned before, and create a model according to that. After the model is created based on training data, we check its accuracy using the testing data we set aside from the start. If the accuracy is acceptable, the model is successful, or then again, if it is not, accuracy is unacceptable, then the model again goes to training. Now the next is performance evaluation, which is accuracy checking. So performance evaluation is important step, which is used to evaluate and score a model. So we have to follow certain metrics and on how well the model performs. So the R2 score, mean absolute error, are some of the matrices which we have to follow, so that the model is accurate. Now I will show you the full code. So here I imported the libraries. Here the data set is loaded into Jupyter Notebook. Here in head we see if the first five table data. So here we check if there are any null objects or not, and if we have to remove it or not. So again, this graph is plot based on gender and count. So how many male are there, how many female are there? So the orange represents female and blue represents male. So as in the graph you can see the quantity of female is higher than male. So the next graph we plot is the test preparation course. As mentioned in the data set, there is a test preparation course. So this chart shows how many of them have completed the test preparation course and how many of them have not completed the test preparation course. So here you can see 35.8% have completed and 64.2 not completed. And so this is pair plot, which compares three variables with one another. So math score, reading score, and writing score are being compared with themselves. So as you can see, math score with reading score is compared here, math score with writing score is compared here, and similarly, they are compared with themselves. So this is a line plot which shows if a student has a reading score of some sort, how his writing score is developed. The next graph here is a line plot which shows which group of students, which race ethnicity of students have more writing score. So as you can see, group A has lowest and group E has highest. Here also the race and ethnicity is plotted against math score, reading score, and writing score, all three. As you can see, group E of ethnicity have highest score in three of them, and group A has lowest score. This graph here is plotted from parental level education to math score, reading score, and writing score. As you can see, the student with master's degree parent have more math score, reading score, and writing scores than students with high school degree parents. This is a heat map which plots math score, reading score, and writing score against each other. And sir, here we have created the model. The first is linear regression. Here, the accuracy matrix is 6 and 4, whereas the test accuracy is 0.81, which implies 81%. So it is above 80%. The second model is random forest, which have the test accuracy of 79%. And third is logistic regression, which have accuracy of 0.69 or 69%. And in the XGBoost, we have accuracy of 0.74 or 74%. So in these four models, I have compared the accuracy. So as you can see, linear regression model has 87% accuracy, random forest has 85, logistic has 68 to 69, and XGBoost has 83. So we, according to the table we have, the best results were obtained from linear regression and random forest regression. So we use these two models as our main models. So we use models such as linear regressions to build predictive model to predict math score. This is conclusion. So the highest accuracy we got through all the models was 87% on linear regression. Sir, thank you, sir. That was my presentation. Please feel free to ask any questions.
Okay. Okay. So you said that highest you got what 87%, right? And what was the model name?
It was a linear regression.
Okay. So have you tried it with different percentage ratio of test and train data set? Say you choose like 80-20, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So have you tried with 10, 90, 10, like models that are giving less?
I have tried with 70-30.
Okay.
I don't have it here, but I have tried with 70-30. But the accuracy is more or less same, just a few points here difference. But the model which comes at top was linear regression in both cases.
So theoretically, can you tell me why that is the case?
Because the data set we have is not dynamic. It's like as we take values from training data and testing data both from one data set, and so it is generally linear regression means it is generally lining up better in a straight line. So linear regression plots graph generally in straight line. So we checks if the points we want are how far from the line to assign the variable to that group. So linear regression is the most most trusted in these types of scenarios.
Okay. Okay. See, work on basis when you are giving answers like this, it is important that you are confident. Okay. So
Okay.
see, this is the like your probationary period. Okay. So this
Yes.
kind of, when you are we are asking you this kind of question, then it is important that you are confident. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
take this as a learning experience, because when you are intern, full-time intern, then we want to do better when you are doing UNS. Okay. And other than that, for your presentation, I would say this is one of the best presentation I have seen for the predictive modeling. Okay, the
Okay.
see, your flow was really good. Okay, but work on your presentation skill, like explanation skills. You were shuttering sometime. Okay, that is not a good thing,
Yes.
because it breaks your flow. Okay, it was going very well, but if you do it, then it breaks the entire flow. Okay, see, you explained everything correctly. The result was also very well explained. Okay, I liked it. Okay, overall. And but again, I would say try to provide the contact information at the end. Okay,
Contact information, mine,
like
sir.
your email address or a GitHub account.
Ah,
That is a
okay,
good
yes.
thing to do. Okay, at the end when you have
Okay,
a
okay,
thank
sir.
you slide. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah,
Sir, the thing was, the last week was also my presentation scheduled, but
okay,
the exams were there, so I was not able to reschedule it. So can I
yeah,
give it now?
yeah. You can give it now.
Okay, sir. So wait a minute. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay. Sir, uh, sir, my presentation topic is a prescriptive analysis. So, what is prescriptive analysis? The prescriptive analysis is a model which recommends what we should do in future to achieve the results. So, here, as I have written, prescriptive analysis recommends what future course to take. Prescriptive analysis is a type of data analysis that uses advanced algorithms and techniques to provide recommendations on what actions should be taken. So, as you have mentioned earlier, the predictive model predict what uh, result we we should be getting. So, prescriptive analysis gives methods to achieve that result. So, the next is the use of prescriptive analysis is basically in business, healthcare, logistics, etc. Now, the steps to achieve prescriptive analysis. The first, you have to download dataset from Kaggle, perform EDA, as I mentioned before. Now, identify the features using features engineering, build a predictive model, and then perform prescriptive analysis on it. This is a preview of dataset which I have downloaded and the values in it. So, as you can see, the dataset contains product code, warehouse, product category, date, and order demand. We have to now predict which product we have to keep in warehouse on which time of the year so that it can sell, and which stock we have to clear. So prescriptive analysis will give us what the steps to do that. So we first perform exploratory data analysis on it. So then we found null values here while performing EDA, which were of 1% of a data. So it's negligible of the whole data set. So these null values all found in dates. So some dates were missing. Our 1% of dates were missing. So what we did is drop all the dates because it is negligible to comparing the whole data set. Now the next is by EDA, by plotting graph using EDA, we can see that the category 19, which is in stock, has by far the most orders in all the products category. Category 5, category 1, 7, they are very low compared to category 19. Now we plot warehouse against count to see which warehouse has more orders. So as you can see, warehouse J triumphs over all for the orders. It has much more orders compared to warehouse S, C, or A. So the considered features, for feature engineering, we have to consider features. So the features we considered here were date of the week, a day of the week, month, quarter of the year, and the year. So to build the predictive model, we use XGBoost and ARIMA. Now first the data set. As I mentioned before, the data set will be split into two parts, the training data and the testing data, so that we train model using train data and test its accuracy using the testing data. This graph compares the actual values and actual predicted values. As you can see, the predicted values were from 2016 to 2017, which is at the last of the graph. So the actual values are represented in blue, which we got from the data set, and the predicted value using our model we got is in red. So the model I have performed is this product demand data set. So here importing the libraries first, loading the data set. As you can see the preview of the data set. Now performing checking the shape and columns in the data set. Now data set cleaning. As I have mentioned before, the data set has 1% of null values, which are all in dates, which we drop using the dropna command. So next step was to plot graphs against each other to see which feature we have to consider more. So as you can see, I have shown before warehouse J, category 19, there are more demands. And this is the order demand graph across the years from 2012 to 2017. And this is this order demand graph is according to date from 2012 to 2017. Now, this is some of the demands of each warehouse. As I mentioned before, the warehouse J has much more than compared to other warehouse. Here also, warehouse J is less because here it is shipped most product per order and average. How many products were shipped per order? Warehouse J has very low product shipped per order as compared to warehouse S and warehouse C. Though it may have many more products sold, but the product per order ratio is very low. And now we have to create our model using XGBoost. So the training data and testing data is split into two, as I mentioned before. Now, this is the features I told where we considering the day of the week, year, quarter, week, and month. Now we have to perform forecast on test, which is the prescriptive modeling. So for that, this is order demand per week, which is low and high in some cases. Now this is weekly order demand. So one week before was the this is weekly order demand of how a product is demanded across all these years and where its demand is highest. And this is monthly order demand. The one we saw before was how weekly the product was demanded, and this how monthly the product was demanded. This is the trend observed in the products sold or stock sold. So this is trend. This is general trend. The middle graph is general trend, and this is the seasonal trend. And this is observed trend too. This is observed trend. Now we have to make the series stationary. So we have to make the graph so we can work on it for prescriptive analysis. Now for ARIMA model, to autocorrelation and partial correlation. So we have to see which stock where dips and where it goes up. Now for training and testing this data, as I was shown before, the data is trained and test into two parts. Yeah, data is split into two parts for training and testing. And then residues from ARIMA model. Now this is the fitted value. So when we perform predictive modeling, the actual values were given in blue, and this is what we have predicted, which is a rough guess of what the trends were. Now this is after testing it and fitted, which gives much more accuracy than before. As I've shown this graph before, which compares the actual prediction to our prediction. And this is the future prediction, which we have predicted according to the data set given. And now just as I have shown, this is the future prediction in red, which we predicted for 2017 value of the product. Now the conclusion what we show is the data shows that the product demand will initially go down. You can see it here that the product demand is initially gone down, and then the demand might increase and stay constant after that. Here the demand is not very much spiking and dipping. It is generally constant, and at the end of the year the demand might experience a spike. As you can see, it dips and then experience a much greater spike. So the data helps us to prepare the stocks maintained through the year. So we can so first at the start of the year the demand is at low, so we can prepare less stocks. At the constant terms we can prepare stocks according to the demands, but by the end of the year as the demand rises, we have to fill the warehouses with more stock so that more people can buy the product. Sir, thank you, sir. That's my presentation. Please feel free to ask any questions.
Okay, certainly just the previous it was a good presentation. But when you have lot of graphs, okay, so focus more on explaining those graphs, because lot of your people who are watching the presentation, they may not be from the data science group. Okay, so your job is to make sure that your data makes sense to them. Okay, so focus more on those, because when they are on chart, people are really looking at chart, not the code itself. Focus on that. Other than that, I would say it was okay, and try to include the references and QS. QS side was equal. Try to include the references. Okay, and next time when you include the references, also explain what those references are. So what we can expect if you click on the reference. Okay, it is always a good thing to provide.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Other than that,
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. We'll move on. Yeah. Mayank, Malhotra.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Very good.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah.
So my topic is research on performance marketing and affiliate marketing networks. I'm from digital marketing group. So these are the contents. Let's go one by one. So what is performance marketing? Performance marketing is a digital marketing strategy that is driven by results, measurable actions that are directly tied to the company's business goals. Like if you click on an ad, basically what will happen is performance marketing. Performance marketing is based on pay for performance model, meaning that advertisers only pay when a specific action is taken, such as a sale or a lead or click on an advertisement. Performance marketing is highly data driven and relies on tracking and analysis to measure the effectiveness of campaigns and optimize for better results. Moving on, KPIs or key performance indicators. They are used to measure the success of performance marketing campaigns. Some common KPIs include conversion rate, click-through rate, cost per acquisition, and return on investments. Conversion rate is the percentage of people who take the desired action, such as making a purchase from the ad they have shown, out of the total number of people who saw the ad. Click-through rate is the percentage of people who click an ad out of the total number of people who saw it. Cost per acquisition is the total cost of acquiring a customer divided by the number of customers acquired. Return on an investment is the amount of revenue generated by a campaign divided by the cost of the campaign. Then the benefits of performance marketing. It's low risk, easy to track, and flexible. As it is flexible, since there are many campaigns affordable, it's ideal to tie with multiple partners, which will result in better growth of the company. Then there are different types of performance marketing channels such as partnership marketing, displaying ads, native advertising, social media, and search engine marketing. Now, what is performance partnership marketing? It is a strategical collaboration between two parties, a business or a business and individual. There are two types in partnership marketing. One is influencer marketing and another one is affiliate marketing. Influencer marketing, brands collaborate with different creators and influencers. Influencers can be speakers, authors, celebrities, or someone who impacts decision making or sentiments. A creator is simply someone who produces content, whether it may be written, video, image, or combination of both. Here you can see this ad is promoting a brand. This is a kind of example of influencing marketing. Coming into affiliate marketing, affiliate marketing is a performance-based advertising method where businesses pay a commission to a conversion to an affiliate. An affiliate promoting a brand products. When an affiliate joins a brand program, the brand provides a partnership with a unique tracking link or a reference code. The affiliate promotes these brands using these links or codes. They add these links to social media, website, platforms, and email. Potential customers click on these links, which direct them to the brand's website to make a purchase. The affiliate receives a commission from the brand for any consumer purchase. Here's the diagram which shows the process. Customer clicks on an ad or a link. Customer is sent to the merchant site through the tracking ID. Next is the conversion. Customer makes a purchase on the merchant's website. Then tracking takes place. Platform records the purchase and details of the transaction. Then reporting, the merchant confirms that the payment is valid or not. Then the affiliate gets the payment or the commission. Moving on, displaying ads. There are various ways. Displaying ads are one of the most oldest form of performance marketing, and many brands still use them. However, brands do not set up their displaying ads campaigns. There are many providers online from which they can do it. Then moving on, native advertising. It is a type of advertising in which some publishers incorporate links for performance marketing campaigns and stubborn advertisement on their websites. These ads look similar to the content and style of their website, so they driver better conversion because they do not seem like advertising. Suppose in this article you can see that you may also like there are many videos provided. If you click this video, it will be directed to the another page. This is the kind of native advertising. Moving on, social media. As you may have seen various advertisements in social media such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Next is the search engine marketing, SEM. It is also called as SEM. SEM uses unpaid methods such as search engine optimization. It relies on search engine algorithms to rank at the top. Some companies purchases pay-per-click ads to gain a favorable spot on a search engine result page. Moving on is the how to measure performance marketing. Choosing the right KPI is a fundamental to measure the performance marketing. There are many KPIs available, such as cost per click. It is the amount of brand pay. Suppose publisher every time a publisher clicks a lead, the brand will pay the publisher. Then cost per impression is for a brand pays a publisher based on how many users see the ad. Usually, CPM campaigns are paid around for every 1,000 views. Then is the cost per lead. Companies offer measurable cost per lead when a user completes a form, schedules a call, or submits an email address. Cost per acquisition is when a brand makes a sale through a performance marketing campaigns, they pay the brand a flat fee or a percentage of the sales they made. And lifetime value is the brands measure how influential their partners are by assessing lifetime value. A high lifetime value shows customers are likely to buy repeatedly from that partner. Some brands pay partners based on how valuable the leads are. Next is the challenges of performance marketing. One of the main challenges of performance marketing is to reduce the fraud, as many advertisements lead to fraud and low quality activities. Another challenge is the potential for oversaturation in certain markets niches with so many advertisers and publishers competing for attention, it can be difficult to stand out and generate meaningful results. So coming to the conclusion, performance marketing and affiliate networks offer a cost-effective and targeted approach to digital marketing. By only paying for successful actions and leveraging the influences of trusted publishers, business can see higher returns on the investments. However, it is important to carefully to choose the publisher and monitor their performance to ensure quality and prevent fraud. With the right strategy and execution, performance marketing and affiliate networks can be powerful tool in driving business growth. So here are the references. And they will take you to what is performance marketing and various other websites where this can be done. Any questions you can feel free to ask. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, certainly a really good presentation. I would say it was well explained. Most of the core concept and the technical topics were well explained. Okay, but
Yes, sir.
one thing I would say is try to do some more real life examples so that your viewers can connect with you more. Okay, you had really good topics, but the examples were, I think, really not there. Okay, try to do
Yes, sir.
more example
Yeah.
and pick examples that we are already familiar with. Okay, so that your viewers can directly connect with you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, I would say your topics were really well explained. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And
Thank you, sir.
you did explain all the references thing, like I previously said. That is a good thing. You certainly improved. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll move on to, I believe, Punesh Sharma. This is the link for the previous interns. Okay. So you can ask your question to directly the Scrum Manager who is conducting the welcome session. And what are you asking, sir? Classes and group link. See, there are no classes. Okay, this is an internship meeting. You need to understand. Okay, we do provide the fundamental task, and you will get the reference link how to complete those tasks for when you are doing your probation period. Okay, during your probation period. After that, you will receive your tasks. Okay, there are no classes. You will get reference link. You can study from those links, or you can study on your own to complete your tasks. And as for the group, that is your machine learning group, you will get the link in the Trello itself. You can join the link and you can ask the other interns for your help, for their help. If you want to take their help, you can also connect with your team leader. They can also directly help you with the technical stuff. Or for more information, if you want more, then you can directly, I believe your sir has already should have told you to go on the technical chat or support@hackweather.in. You can go there and link them. They will let you know. Okay, Akanksha Mahamuni.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is.
So should I begin?
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Akanksha Mahamuni, and I am from first April batch of cybersecurity interns. The topic which I'm going to cover today is concepts of networking and reverse shell. These are the table of contents. We are going to go through network protocol, what is the reverse shell, how does the reverse shell work, and how to perform reverse shell hacking. First of all, what is a network? So if when two or more devices connect to one another and communicate through packets, that is basically a network. So a network can be of different type, basis on the basis of the geographic location, on the size of the network, on the number of devices connected. Some of these include local area network, then wide area network, and the internet. Then there are types of various networks. These are, as I said, on the basis of the size, the geographic location, and their method of connection. It can either be wireless or connected. Then let's have a look at this image. As you can see, personal area network is something which is peer-to-peer connection, like I'm connecting my phone with my laptop, or maybe my phone to my friend's phone, or PC to PC in a same room, which shows as it shows that it has a range of 10 meters to 100 meters. Then there is local area network, which is slightly bigger than a personal area network, where the range is up to 5 kilometers and it is an enterprise connection. Then furthermore, there is metropolitan area network, which has a range of 5 kilometer to 15 kilometer, and even a wider area network, which is WAN, which has up to 1000 kilometers, which is basically a network of a particular city. Before moving on to protocol, I would like to talk about network architecture. There are several types of network architecture, like star topology. We can connect devices on the basis of different topologies, like star topology, bus topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. So this depends on our use and their disadvantages and advantages. Accordingly, we create a particular network on the basis of the requirement of the company. Then what is a protocol? Protocol is basically a set of rules in order to communicate over a network. There are many protocols. One of them is TCP/IP protocol, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, which has several layers like application layer, transport layer, network layer. So at every layer, we have to provide the address as to where the server is, the IP address, the port number to which we are connected to, which all devices are connected, the which type of address we are connected, like IPv4, IPv6. Then there is data link layer, where we provide the MAC addresses as to the devices through which the packet transfers when it is being passed from one device to another. Then there is HTTP protocol, which is a set of rules which are provided in order to connect to a server of any website. Then what is a reverse shell network? So what is a reverse shell hacking? Before reverse shell hacking, I would like to tell you that there are two types of hacking. One is bind shell hacking, then there is reverse shell hacking. So in the bind shell hacking, the server is the victim and the client is the attacker. But in terms of a reverse shell hacking, the server is the attacker and the client which is connecting to the server is the victim. So as you can see in this image, when the attacker tried to connect through his shell to the target PC, even it doesn't matter if there is a firewall or not, it is not able to connect, since a reverse shell hacking is a hacking in which the target is the one who initiates the connection by either running some CMD code, which I'll tell you about in the further slides, or by executing some files which the hacker sends them and they by mistakenly download it or execute it. There are different types of reverse shell hacking, that is netcat hacking, metasploit, Python reverse shell, then PHP. What are the uses of reverse shell? Firstly, ransomware. It can be used when we know that the device that is attacked is belongs to a person who is rich, and she can transfer you the bitcoins or the amount which you ask for. And since the connection is encrypted, the client won't realize whom they are sending the money to. Then there is data theft. This is where we want to collect confidential data from the attacked device. Then there is surveillance. We can even perform live video recording. We can click images on real time. We can choose which web camera we want to record a particular photo or video in. Then how to perform reverse shell hacking? For this, first we have to create a AWS account, and we have to create a EC2 Kali Linux instance. In that, we have to create our account. We have to provide the necessary username, login, and we have to download PuTTY on our device. As soon as we download the PuTTY, we have to log in. As you can see, then I have established a connection on the same IP address which was created. As you can see in here, for the instance Kali instance 16.170.40.227. This is the public IP address. On this IP address, I have connected up on port number 4444. So on this port, the server will listen to the connections. So there are two simple ways to hack a particular device. First is we can execute these commands. on the attacked PC, or we can either send them the virus through exe file, PDF file, Word file, any file. They won't realize that a virus exists unless they have a firewall or. So as you can see, when we perform this set of code on the attack device, we get access to that device. So when I open the putty Kali Linux, I am able to get the CMD of the attack device. Here I have performed a net share which shows the drives of the user who is connected to this server, and the resources who all to whom all these drives are shared. Then this is the command which shows all the MP4 files of the device which has been attacked. This is the another way of attacking a particular device. This is by creating a .exe file using Metasploit. As you can see, I have first I have entered the HTML side of the IP address of the server. After that, I have created hackweda.exe file, which is the virus file, which will be created and will be available on the server's page in order to for us to download it and to send to the attack to the person whose device we want to attack. So this set of code creates the virus on port number 4566 with the said IP address. After that, we enter MSF console and we set the local host as 0.0.0. This is because we want to access it at any point and any location. We are provided the same port. After that, when we run the exploit code and the attack device downloads the file which was filled with virus, and the moment the device executes that file, we get the access of that device. So the moment our Kali page shows Metapreter, it means that the device has been hacked. We have all control. So after that, there are certain we can perform various operations. One of them is sessions. This shows the active sessions of that device connected. Also, I would like to say that it's not that we will be able to connect only one device. We can attack multiple devices. That's why, as it shows, exploit multi-handler. Then this is some other operation which we can perform. Keys can start. This is basically a command which tracks the keypad activity of the attack device. This will track every key that is clicked by the user. We will be able to access the username or the password. This is how basically we can hack a particular Facebook account, Gmail account, whatever. Then there is screenshot. So this feature actually allows us to take the screenshot of the real-time screen of the attack device. So in case you want to know what the user is doing at a particular time, we can take the screenshot, and this screenshot is saved at the server page. I will show you in the next slide. Then there is key scan dump. This, as I said, key scan start will initiate this function and it will track the keypad activity. After that, as soon as we type key scan dump command, it will show us all the keys that were clicked by the user. So as you can see, these are the keys used by the user. Then other feature which this hacking has is webcam snap. This is a feature which allows us to click photos or record videos from a webcam which is connected to the attack device. In this, we can even choose which kind of webcam we like. If there are multiple webcams connected to a particular device, we can choose which webcam we want to use to record, and the size, the height of the photo or the video, and we can even decide the interval at which we want to update the photo. In case we want to update the photo of real time, we want to know what is happening after 5 seconds, we can do that by providing the necessary time. As you can see, this is the page. Here I have executed websnap command, and this is the photo which was clicked. I tried hacking my own device, and I connected my webcam and I clicked this photo, and this photo was uploaded on the index page of this server. These are the references. All the references are basically the videos which are provided by the company. For the conclusion, I would like to say network technology has evolved significantly over years. There are some 5G, Internet of Things, It has become even more crucial in connecting devices, facilitating data exchange. In conclusion, computer networking is a vital field that will continue to play a crucial role in development of technology and the growth of digital economy. As technology continues to advance, there will be a growing demand for skilled networking professionals who can design, implement, and manage complex networks to meet the needs of businesses and organizations. And now, to protect against reverse shell hacking, it is essential to provide strong security measures such as firewalls, intrusions, detection systems, and access controls. Additionally, regular security training for employees can help to prevent social engineering attacks that may lead to reverse shell exploits. Reverse shell hacking is a serious cybersecurity threat that can result in significant harm to individuals and organizations. It is crucial to take proactive measures to protect against such attacks and to stay vigilant against potential vulnerabilities in computer and network systems. If someone has any questions, they can ask. I assume it's clear. Thank you, everyone. That's it from us.
I hope you are done with the presentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, certainly a really well explained presentation. Okay, the demo was also well explained. Okay, but in conclusion, I saw that you had a lot of text, and it is really good to not put a lot of text in one slide. You can certainly use multiple slides. Okay, make sure the visibility is correct. Okay, other than that, I would say it was okay. It was a really big demo, so I think it is not possible to show live demo. Okay, but the outputs will be also fine. Okay. Yeah, so if you don't have any other presentation to do, then I can move on, right?
Actually, I didn't do any demonstration. I kept the screenshots there because it was very difficult for me to, switch through apps and show it live.
Yeah, and it was a really big demo, I believe, and
Yeah.
it will be not feasible to show it in the
Yes, yes. So I showed the necessary screenshots wherever it was possible.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Okay,
Sir,
so
I would
I
like to
believe,
ask,
yeah.
was it better than before, or should I like?
See, certainly it was better, but try to do more story type. And when I say story type, so try to use scenarios. Okay. So see, when you have a presentation like this, it is important to give scenarios because say payload type attacks are really old method of attacking, and so certainly all the new PCs or new Android apps will not work on it. Okay, you will directly get the error message that this is dangerous app, don't do it. And even if you install it, your Windows Defender, like I have paid version of Windows Defender, it will certainly block it. Okay,
Yes.
so it is a good attack when you can successfully do phishing attack. Okay, other than that, I don't think it is certainly like this kind of attack is good in this type of scenario, but there are ways to make it better. Okay, so if you touch on those topic, then it will like pick the user your viewers attention. Like yeah, because most of the viewer already know that this kind of attack are not really good right now. But say I have a Windows 7 PC right now. Okay, so this side, but if I use that your exe file on the Windows 7 PC, it will be hacked. Okay,
Yes.
but on the Windows 11 that is currently I am using, this laptop will not be hacked. Okay, so if you touch on those topics and try to use scenarios, it will certainly be more better presentation. Okay, the flow will be different. Okay, so try doing that, but after you do 3 or 4 more presentation, it will be good because see the cyber security is a domain where you need to educate people who are not from the technical domain. Okay, it is a really important thing, and when you are educating people who are not from the technical domain, it is really important to have some kind of story. Okay, so that you can make them believe that this is how you are supposed to do it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Yes. Really work on it. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so okay, Devanshin, that is not okay. See, for the morning slot, all of you guys can join tomorrow at the 10 a.m. Okay, tomorrow is 19th. I will have some time. I will conduct the meeting at 10 a.m. You guys can certainly join and give you a presentation. And from 20th onward, we will not have morning presentations. Okay, tomorrow we will have morning presentation and the afternoon presentation, and in the evening there will be two meetings going on parallelly. Okay, Yeah, link for meeting is this one that is currently happening and your common regular meet that you join every day. Okay, you can join any of the two links. But for the 10 a.m. you can only join the common meet that I conduct daily. Okay, because the welcome meet is happening, that is why I'm using this link. Okay, just a second, give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. So morning session will be 10 a.m. and the afternoon session will be 1:15 and the evening session will be 7 to 9. That is only for tomorrow. From 20th onward, we will only have the presentation sessions from 7 to 9. There will be two sessions going on parallelly. Okay. So if you would like to complete your presentation early, then join tomorrow at 10 or 1:15. Okay. Then Rutuja Kadam.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is this one.
Okay, sir. So my task name is Get Started with Amazon AWS S3. My name is Rutuja Kadam. I am from DevOps Group and my email ID is rutujakadam69@gmail.com. So basically, what is Amazon S3? S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. It is an object storage service in a folder structure provided by Amazon Web Services. You can store virtually anything on S3, but it is tailored software-oriented object like source code, media content, emails, spreadsheet, etc. It was one of the AWS first services which came out in 2006. The main feature of S3 are scalability, data availability, performance, and security. Some of the use cases of S3 includes data lakes, cloud native applications, and web applications. So how to use S3 service? Amazon Simple Storage Service, Amazon S3, that is Amazon S3 is an object storage service offering industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. Customers of all sizes and industries can store and protect any amount of data for virtually and any use cases, such as data lakes, cloud native applications, and mobile apps. With cost-effective storage classes, and easy-to-use management features, you can optimize cost, organize data, and configure the fine-tuned access controls to meet specific businesses, organizational, and compliance requirements. Here you can see the data flow of the how to use S3 services. So core concepts of Amazon S3. First one is bucket. It is a container to store object within the namespace and can be considered a general file system. Second one is objects. Objects are content that you are storing inside your buckets like media content, JSON files, CSV files, jars, SDK files, etc. And third one is accessing contents from S3 buckets. First one is using Amazon console. Also we can access the contents from S3 by URL, and third one is programmatically also we can access. Storage classes within S3. So what is storage classes? Storage classes are used to distinguish between the use cases of a particular object stored in a bucket. Here are some storage classes provided by the S3, that is standard IA, intelligent tiering, one zone IA, glacier, and departure. Use cases. Here are some use cases that can offer by the S3: database backups, web hosting, and data processing pipelines. Here, this is the project we are working on it. That is data processing pipelines. So implementation. So in the task we have mentioned, sir has mentioned that we have to add the screenshot of the task. So steps to implement this task. First one is we have to create the S3 bucket in AWS Management Console. For that, we have to first log in our AWS account. Second step, upload an object to your S3 buckets. Here you can see I have uploaded the object. Third step is download the object from your S3 bucket to your local computer. You can download it on your computer or laptop. Fourth step is configure the bucket policies to control the access your S3 bucket. Here you can see there is a JSON file I have created. Fifth step, configure the lifecycle policies to automate the management of object in your S3 buckets. You can see here I have created the my life cycle, and here is the status is enabled. So there is one more bonus task we have given, that the create a static website hosted on S3. So we have created the one static website. Here you can see that static website, and it is the backend of the website. If you click on this link, you can directly go through this website. So references. These references we have got from task itself. This is official Amazon AWS page where you can get the information how to create the S3 buckets. Conclusion. In conclusion, we can say that Amazon AWS S3 is a highly scalable and reliable cloud storage service that enables businesses and individuals to store and retrieve data from anywhere in the world. In this task, we learned the basics of S3, including creating an S3 buckets, uploading and managing objects, setting permissions, and enabling versioning. We also explored some advanced features such as lifecycle policies, cross-region replication, and event replication notifications. Overall, Amazon AWS S3 is a powerful tool that can help businesses of sizes manage their data effectively and securely in the cloud. By following steps outlined in this task, you should have a good understanding of how to start it with S3 and how to use its various features to meet your storage needs. As you continue to work with S3 and explore its capabilities, you will likely discover even more ways to leverage its power and flexibility of your organization. So thank you. If you have any question, you can feel free to ask.
Okay. What are the other competitors of S3?
Oh, what, sir?
What are the other competitors of S3?
Amazon Linux, Kali Linux. We can also use the Kali Linux, Docker to create the images and all.
S3. Are those instances?
No, sir. Competitors. You are asking me competitors. Like
Yeah.
how?
Are you from which group?
DevOps group, sir.
Okay. Okay. Not an issue. I'll have to confirm if this is actually your task or not. Okay.
What, sir?
Because I think S3 is for the cloud computing, right?
Yes, sir. But sir told us the cloud computing and DevOps are some get the similarly task, because under cloud computing gets DevOps groups. So.
Okay. Okay, no issues. Okay. Okay, I will confirm this, sir, and send you the skills.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Palak ji.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please start.
Sir, is my presentation visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So good evening. My name is Palak. I'm from Cloud Computing Group. The topic for my today's presentation is project curriculum on cloud-based investment platform. Yes. So first of all, what do you mean by cloud computing? Cloud service or cloud computing is an on-demand availability of computer system resources. These resources can be anything like database, network, servers, some kind of a storage or software analytics,
And all these are hosted over the internet, and the user can easily access these resources without even directly actively without even uh, direct active management by the users. So some of the advantages of cloud computing are usability and accessibility. So for this, let's take a scenario wherein the user has to wherein the user is storing some file over cloud, let's say Google Drive, and the user is also storing some file on his or her laptop. So that is the case of on-premise. So in order to access the file that is stored in his laptop, he should have the same device, and otherwise he cannot access that particular file. But the file that is stored over the cloud, the user can access the file using any device uh, from any place. So there is no restriction of accessibility. So cloud computing offers good accessibility as well. Security, the data stored inside cloud is highly secured, cost efficient. So most of the cloud services provide pay as you go model. So you pay for only those services that you have used. So it is quite cost efficient as well. Convenient sharing of files, automation, and there are many other advantages as well. So moving on, cloud computing and stock market investment. So nowadays, most of the stock transactions are becoming automated, and like users are using applications for implementing their trading strategies. And nowadays, the trend is that most of the financial service industries are moving their cloud solutions, such as algorithmic trading solutions, over the cloud. And the reason behind this is, of course, the advantages that cloud offers over the on-premise services. And secondly, it offers new ways to get close to cloud data providers and stock exchanges. Some of the key components of cloud AWS platform for stock market investing are, number one is the algorithmic trading engine. By using algorithmic trading engine, trading strategies are created, tested, and operated using the historical and the real-time data. And it also provides the users with analytics and reporting tools and capabilities. Second, we have market data adapter. It provides the algorithmic trading engine with different types of data, like real-time market data or historical price data, and there are many more. Third one is exchange or broker adapter. It is used to manage the interactions with the exchange or broker, such as place or revoke order, get order status, and other interaction tasks. Fourth one is the data store, and it is used to provide a secure and a durable data repository, and it is heavily used by the algorithmic trading engine. So the AWS services that the developer has to use for cloud-based stock market investment. So the first one is data exchange. Using data exchange, we obtain or we get our historical price data. Amazon S3, that is simple storage service. It is used to store the historical price data or the log files or analytics files, etc. Amazon Athena. Amazon Athena is used to write queries in order to access the files that are stored in Amazon S3. And then we have AWS Glue. AWS Glue is nothing but catalog of historical price data. The fifth one that the developer has to use is Amazon SageMaker. Amazon SageMaker is used to train the machine learning model for machine learning based trading strategies. Some of the advantages of using AWS for stock market investing are business agility. Second one is leveraging the ability to quickly and easily access the technology. As we know that most of the that AWS console is very much user friendly, and even a person without any knowledge can easily access the technology that is available in AWS. Third one is continuous innovation provided by AWS services. Most of the AWS service get updates very frequently. So if you are using AWS for stock market investing, it will help us to keep us updated. The fourth one is it offers pay as you go model. That means you pay for only those services that you use. So it helps the developer to experiment with different technologies and service without even without even making huge investments. So overall, this curriculum covered some of the most important aspects that a cloud computing developer in a stock market investing company should definitely go through. As the developer will gain hands-on experience with the cloud-based data management and analysis, and it will help the developer to be well equipped to contribute to the company's cloud-based stock market investing infrastructure. These were the references that I have used. The first one is the official Amazon documentation for algorithmic trading on AWS with Amazon SageMaker. And second link provides in-depth details of the AWS services that the developer has to use. In case of any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, certainly it was a good presentation. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
So you have given slide reference conclusion slides. Okay. See,
So your voice is okay.
okay. So try to do like more story type presentation. As I said, see whatever this was like project curriculum where you have to understand the project, right? So it is the project where you can create a software, like you can give a scenario, like imagine like you are explaining it to a client, okay, what your project is, and you are trying to get them to sponsor you. Okay. So how you will explain it? Okay. There are almost two type of explanation. One is a technical explanation that you can give it to your team. Other is an explanation that you give to your client. Okay, that should be much more easier. That should be in a way that is easily understandable. Okay, see, you had a really good points. You explained them really well. Okay, but story wise, I think it could have been more better.
Okay.
Work on that, but all the technical aspects were really good. Well explained, I would say.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and try to have some examples next time. Okay?
Okay, okay, sir. Actually, this was a theoretical topic, so it was a bit difficult to
See,
cover everything.
yeah, it is. I know that it was a theoretical topic, yet you have to include these things if you want to complete this task. That is an important thing. Okay? But if you are able to formulate it in like such a way, then it will be you will get really good marks. Okay, because that is why we are giving you marks. Okay, the more you get, that is means the better you have performed. Yeah. Okay, but it was an okay. Okay, it was a good presentation, I would say. Okay, so
thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Neha Gupta, we have already told you that this is the presentation meeting, not the welcome session. I believe you missed the welcome session. Okay, this is why it is important to listen to all the instructions that are provided. Okay, so it is already done. You can watch the recording. Tomorrow you will get the first task and also the Trello link. In the Trello, you can go to common board and there you can watch the recording. Okay. And if you don't get the recording, you can certainly join the main meeting that you joined at first at 7 p.m. I will share the link with you. You can join and let them know. For the you're from Java group, then you will receive your first task tomorrow. You just have to perform the task and give the daily progress updates. Okay. For more information, please watch the video that will be uploaded. The video will be private. You can only access it through the link that we will provide you. So if you don't get it, then join tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Then Rohit Kumar Patra.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. What is your topic?
One minute. One minute, sir.
Yeah. How many presentation do you
Sir, I have completed the 3 presentation, and this is my last presentation.
have? What is the
Because
name?
stock trading application, and the task is
Project
software.
curriculum, right?
Yes, software development life cycle for stock trading. Actually.
Yeah, you can start.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is.
Good evening, sir. I'm Rohit Kumar Patra. My project name is Stock Trading Application, and my task name is Software Development Lifecycle for Stock Trading Application. And I'm from Java Development Group. So here is the outline of my project. That is introduction, various SDLC model, stages of Agile model, planning and analysis, implementation of using Java, testing and deployment, maintenance, and conclusion. So here is the introduction of my task. So it is a process that software development team follow to design, develop, test, and deploy high quality software product. So in software development life cycle, it is the way to represent tasks sequentially. So before developing a project, the software team sequentially manage the project, just like first requirement gathering and analysis, after that implementation, then design, then implementation, then test, then deployment, then maintenance. So this is all by sequence. So it is involved several phases, including planning and analysis, design, implementation, test, deployment, and maintenance. Here I told that this is the stages sequentially. So here is the goal of software development life cycle is to create software product that meet the need of users, are delivered on time, and are within budget. So for example, that Google Maps. So in Google Maps, it is in this current time, it is useful for many users. So it is always provide the product which will be good for us, and it is within the budget. So after that, we will see the various SDLC model. So first is waterfall model. So waterfall model is to represent a task sequentially. It is mean it is divide the project activities in a consequence phases. That's mean I told that first requirement analysis, after that design, after then implementation, then coding, and then testing, then maintenance, then deployment, then maintenance. So it is the phases of waterfall model, and it is the drawback is there is no feedback, and it is used for small project. So after that, the iterative model. So iterative model is same as waterfall model, but the benefit of iterative model is it has the feedback that if it, if the stage is coding, then if there will be any problem, then it will be feedback to the previous phase, previous phase that is designing. So it will be correct. So after that, the incremental model. So here incremental model means it is coming module wise. That means for example, in a school the student is a module, the teacher is a module, the subject is a module, and a class is also a module. So that means it is also like that. For a project, it is the software team make it module wise. After that, it is representing to the customer. For example, if we are if we are downloading a game, and after 1 week or 1 month, it is giving some update. So it is just it is giving time to time update. So it is called incremental model. So after that, the spiral model. So spiral model is called also risk model. So what is it called risk model? It means, so it the first stage, it is first requirement and analysis. So after that phase, it is first implementing that in this project. What will be the risk will be in future. So in previous, it is first solved. After that, it is implementing, and after the implementation is over, it will represent to the customer. So if the customer will find another any problem, then it will be tell to the software team, then it will be revised again. So it is spiral type. First is implementation, second is risk management, third is implementation, and fourth is presenting to the customer. That means deployment. So here is the fifth is agile model. So agile model is the mostly used model in current scenario. That means it is used in Amazon, it is used in Flipkart, it is used in Facebook, because in this model, what software team does, that it is just divides the main project into small phases. So after that, it will be publish it quickly. So here it is so useful for us. That means without any delay of time, it is represent it quickly. And after see the one phases, the customer will give the feedback. It is good or bad. So in this development life cycle, we have taken the agile model in our project. So here is the stages of agile model. Here is the stages. First stage is gathering requirement. That means what will be the project, the planning, the how it will be. So after the requirement gathering, it will be design. So after the design is over, it will be built. That means coding, implementation. So after the implementation, when the design is when the build is over, after that it will be testing. That means debugging what will be the error. So it is it is. So after the testing, it will be deployment on the cloud. That means Amazon Web Service or any cloud-based service. So after the deployment, the customer will use and it will give the feedback. It will be any error, then it is rebuilt or it will be go. So sorry. So here is the planning and analysis. So as I have told, the agile breaks down deployment into smaller cycle of sprint. So it is breakdown into small phases. So each sprint focuses on a set of features or a functionality. So each phases. So each phases always focuses on set of feature and functionalities. So goal is to produce a working tested version of the app and the end of each sprint. So here another point is sprint planning help prioritize a task and keep development on track. So here is the planning. After that, it is the design, how our project design. So designing the trading system is a critical aspect of the stock trading application development process. It involves creating a trading engine, the facilitate transaction, monitor the market and execute trade based on user defined parameter. So it is the point. After that, implementing trading algorithm using Java can provide a powerful tool for developing the trading system. As you know that Java is the most secure as you know the Java is the most secure language. So it is more powerful tool developing the trading system. So after the implementation using Java. So here is the two language, that is Java Apex and Java Swing, which is the two popular framework for using developing UI and Java based application. So a responsive UI design in an approach to UI development that focuses on creating interface that adjusts to different screen and sizes and resolution. So we can develop our application using either Java Apex or Java Swing, and it will be develop the responsive UI design. So after developing the responsive UI design, it is integrating the stock trading application with stock exchange APIs, which is essential to fetch real-time data and stock and option. So after the implementation, it is the testing and deployment part. So when our project will be completed, that means our implementation phase or coding stage will be completed, and then the testing phase will be occur. So testing application for accuracy, speed, and reliability is a critical step in ensuring the application is functioning correctly and can meet user needs. So it means if we develop a project, but it is not speeding, not giving quickly response. So the user will not use that product anymore. So testing is more important. So after that, once the testing phase is complete, so the application need to be deployed to the cloud. As I have told, it is a Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud, and user acceptance scalability. So after this, after the deployment is over, then the maintenance. The stock trading application needs continued maintenance even after deployment and testing. So after testing, if any error will be not found, but if the customer will tell that I want this feature, I want that feature, this is no, I not this feature, I don't like. So at that time the maintenance is required. So the stock trading application need continuous maintenance. So here is the agile approach allowed for quick response to use feedback and market changes. So another point is updating and improving the app helps it remain competitive and meet user need. So the point means if you have developed a project and you are not updating that project, so in this current market, in any days 1 lakh or 2 lakh app is developing. So if you are not updating your app, so it will be grow less, so it will be not it will be useless in future. So after it is the my conclusion part. So agile model is the best software development life cycle model for the stock trading application, as I have told. So the stock trading field is continuously constantly changing with evolving regulation, market condition, and customer needs. So time to time, our stock trading field is always growing or always changing that customer what needs. So the agile model provides flexibility and adaptability, breaking development into smaller cycle or sprint, as I have told, allowing for easy incorporation for challenge and quick response to evolving requirement. So as this, the agile model is good for our good for this scenario, and I I use agile model for my project. So after that, this is the reference part. After that, the any question and answer, and then thank you.
So it was a really well done presentation. I would say you had all the important points covered, like design, maintenance, and everything. Okay.
Thank you.
But the thing is, you need to work on your explanation part. Okay.
Yes,
Start
sir.
always start with your problem statement. What is your problem statement? It will give you a story that you can start. Okay. See, the content was really good in this slide. One of the best content I have seen for this presentation, for this topic. Okay. But work on that part. Okay. Once you have your own flow that you can always follow, it will become really good. Okay. Work
Yes.
on your flow part.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have already practiced it 2 times or 3 times. But when I am representing this task, so in the middle I am just forgetting some sentence which I want to tell. So this is the problem for my fluently speak.
Yeah. See,
Yes.
the problem will be solved after you have done some more presentation.
Yes, sir.
We don't do presentations on daily basis. Okay, so we are not really good with that. But if you try it on a daily basis, you will become really good at it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes.
being good at a presentation is really important, because see, if you suppose change the job or go somewhere else, the presentations will be always there.
Yes,
So
sir.
take this skill with you so that always you can work on it. Because see, the content that you have provided is really good. You have a talent for the content. Okay, but work on your flow, then you will become really good at it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
and always try to have a formulator story. Then it will be easier for you to remember it, because
Yes,
we
sir.
can easily remember the story. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Work on that. Other than that, it was a really well done presentation. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Rohit. We'll move
Thank you.
on to Prakash Kumar.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. I am Prakash Kumar from Data Engineers Group, First Web Batch. Today, I am going to present two of my pending tasks. These are the table of contents. So the first task is future location prediction system.
So let's know about what is future location prediction system. So the future location prediction system is a type of machine learning system that uses the historic data of a person's, and with the help of that, it able to predict the person's future location. So these are the task descriptions. We need to develop a future location prediction system using Data IQ, Data Science Studio. In this task, we will learn how this tool like DSS are used in industry to develop industrial machine learning applications. So these are the features that is given in the data set. That is event time start, event time end, longitude start, and longitude end. And with the help of that feature, we have to predict the target level, that is longitude end and latitude end. So these are the steps involved. So first of all, we have to import the data, and after loading the data, we have to split the data into training and testing data, and then we train our data with the help of different types of models, and then we will check the accuracy. So let's know about the Data IQ or Data Science Studio. So DSS is an end-to-end data science platform that allows organization to create and deploy the data science solution at scale. It offers a visual interface that enables data scientists and analysts to build and test predictive models and machine learning algorithm without having to write the code. So coming to the methodology part, so first of all, we have to import the data set in the Data IQ and name it. Then we have to click on lab and new analysis to analyze our data. Now we have to create our first model. So in the right corner, there is a model option where we create our first model. As we have to predict the location on globe latitude and longitude. So in the data set, there is latitude end and longitude end on which we have to build our model. So first, we will build the model on latitude end column. We use lasso regression algorithm for this because it gives the highest R2 score and less mean error. So in feature handling, we will select the event start time, lat start, long start, and untick the long end, because we have to first find the latitude and data set, and from the resulting data set, we will score the final longitude end. By clicking on the tool that is the lasso regression algorithm on the data set. After the implementation, it will provide the R2 score and mean error in the matrix and assertion section. So after training, we have to deploy our model, and for deployment, we have the option in the right corner. After deployment, the flow will look like this. Now we will create another model with using the XGBoost regression algorithm. We selected because the algorithm has highest accuracy in the data set. We will now target the long end, as we have to find the destination longitude. In feature handling, we will untick the lat end column. Now we will train the model and see the accuracy and error in the matrix and assertion section. After scoring the model, after prediction, the flow will look like this at the end. So coming to the conclusion part, using the Data IQ tool, we can build different types of model using different types of algorithms. We can do operations on different data set, and from them we can create new data set. Also, we can export the Python code in the Jupyter notebook. So coming to my second task, that is predictive modeling on student performance. These are the task descriptions. We have to first download the data set, that is student performance, from the Kaggle, and then we have to build a predictive model to predict the math score of the student based on the variable given in the data set. So we use this supervised machine learning algorithm like decision tree, linear regression, logistic regression, and random forest, and evaluate our model with appropriate matrix. And we use the feature selection technique also. So first of all, we imported our data set and loaded our data set in the Jupyter notebook. And after that, we have moved to data cleaning part where the data collected may contain error and missing values and inconsistencies. So in data cleaning, we identify and remove the error and fill the missing values. So after that, I have done the data visualization part. It is an essential step in machine learning that involves the representing data into graphical and visual format. The main goal of data visualization is to gain insight from the data are not easily obtainable from raw data. After the visualization part and splitting the data into training and testing data set, we apply our machine learning model on it. And after applying, we got the accuracy for linear regression, we got 87.29%. And for random forest, it is 84.41%. And for logistic regression, it is 68%. So the conclusion is the highest accuracy we got with the linear regression, that is 87%. These are the references I have used. Thank you, sir. That is all from my side.
Okay. So there is you have another presentation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This presentation, what was the future location prediction, right?
Yes, sir.
Is there any demo for it?
Sir,
Live
actually,
demo.
sir, it is currently I am using, sir, a different laptop. I have done 2 months earlier. That project I have done 2 months earlier, so it is not in this.
Okay. Not much. Show me your PPT again.
Okay, sir.
Go back. Yeah, keep going. Next, 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 next one. Wait, go to previous slide. Go to previous slide. Okay. Go to next one. Go to next one. Next. 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 Okay, next. Okay, next one. Okay, next. 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 You don't have that. There is one output screen, right, where you can have all the model accuracies.
Oh, yes, sir. It is in the last page.
Yeah.
This one, sir.
For the future location prediction, I believe someone was showing that. If you don't have live demo, you can also show that to confirm that your task is done. Okay, this is fine also. Okay, you don't have to show the live demo. All the screenshots are from Azure, right? From the data IQ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue. You don't have to show the live. This will do. Okay.
Okay.
But when you don't have a live demo, you need to tell us that you are using this screenshot as output. Okay. So I'm considering this screenshot. I just cross check all the screenshot. I will consider it as a demo. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Go to the next task. Okay. Yeah, go to task.
These are the screenshots in the last.
Okay. Yeah, we will consider this also a demo. This will be fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, see, overall your presentation was good, but when you are doing a presentation on future location prediction, something or topic like that, see, you explained it well, I would say. Okay, your screenshots were there, but when you are explaining future location prediction, you can always make a story out of it. So how you can formulate a story on future location? So suppose I ask you a question that, say I am in a Mumbai at 10 a.m. Okay, but
Okay.
what will be my future location at 5 p.m.? How will you find out that? Okay, how you will find out?
We have the previous data of the person, that is where he was present, and with the help of that latitude that is given the feature, we can able to predict.
See, start with this that say I am at 10 a.m. I am at Mumbai and 5 p.m. I will be in Pune. Then I will show you how I can predict this. Okay, so this is like a start of a story, like what you are going to do. Then whatever you will explain, it will be in step by step format. Okay. So this will be a great story type presentation. Start with this. See, always try to give an example or a real life example that your audience can connect with you. Okay. It will be really good. And for the next presentation, you had accuracies and everything in chart. So I would say focus more on the charts, try to explain it and also explain the accuracies of like go test and the trend data. Okay, make it clear. Other than that, I would say it was an okay presentation.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Prakash. Then
Thank
you
you.
will receive score for both of them. What
Okay,
was the
thank you.
name of second one?
What, sir?
The name of second task.
Sir, it is predictive modeling.
Predictive, right? In the list, you are assigned for different. Okay, no issue. You will get score for the predictive modeling. Okay, I believe
Okay.
it is already 8:54 p.m. Okay, so I believe we can't have more presentation today. So all the people who are left for the presentation tomorrow, we will have 4 sessions. First will be 10 a.m. Then at 1:15 in the afternoon. That will be the same link that we have the common link, the link that I always conduct. And then there will be 2 meetings parallelly going on at the 7 p.m. One will be my meeting and another this meeting that is happening. This meeting is conducted by Mr. Akanksha. He will also conduct a parallel meeting. So try to give your presentation any of the four. Okay, if you are able to join at 10 a.m., that is really great. You will certainly get your chance. You may not get your chance in 7 to 9 because there are more people. So try to join at 10 or 1:15. You will certainly get your chance to present. Okay, so try to join that. We can conclude this meeting right now. Okay, I believe we don't have much time. It is already 8:55. It will be 9 p.m. Okay, so we will end the session today, and all of you guys can join tomorrow and give your presentation if it is remaining.
Sir,
Yeah, Rakshan.
sir, could you please share the link in the chat box, sir?
Yes,
The common link. Yeah, okay, this is the link for the tomorrow 10 a.m. session and the 1:15 session. Okay. I have shared again, and you can find this link in the attendance email itself. Okay, you can just join that, or you must have received the links when you joined the hackathon interview. You can use that link also. It will lead you to send. And if you still don't get it, you can certainly message me on the WhatsApp and forward you the link. Okay. Okay, so we'll stop here for the day. Thank you for joining and thank you for the presentation. This seems close by tomorrow evening because there are more presentation to review and more presentation to process. Okay, so join tomorrow and try to give your presentation or finish your presentation by tomorrow. Thank you.